Something is happening inside AI labs right now that nobody has a clean answer for. Not the CEOs, not the researchers, not even the people building it. And the question they cannot answer is the one that changes everything. What happens when AI no longer needs us to make itself smarter? That question used to live in science fiction. This week, it moved into pitch decks, GitHub repos, and very serious research papers. And the speed at which it got here should genuinely give you pause. Here is what is actually going on. A growing number of AI researchers, not fringe theorists, but people who built the systems you use every day, are now openly racing towards something called Recursive Self-Improvement, RSI for short. The idea is deceptively simple, an AI that can upgrade itself, not once, not with human help, continuously, automatically, in a closed loop that gets faster every single cycle, limited only by how much computing power you throw at it. No engineers required, no researchers in the loop, just the machine, improving itself forever. Richard Socher, the researcher behind U.com and a major figure in modern AI, just launched a startup called Recursive Superintelligence with $650 million, and this as its only goal. Andrej Karpathy, one of the most respected names to ever come out of Tesla and OpenAI, is already running experiments toward the same destination through a public project called Auto Research. A startup called Adaption built something called Auto Scientist to automate the training of frontier AI models. And at a recent Kaggle competition, a global data science challenge, a self-trained AI agent won 28 medals, beating most human competitors. These are not hobbyists. These are the people who built the last generation of AI, and they are all pointing in the same direction. But here is the part that stops you cold. And yes, you should probably sit with this one for a second. Anthropic recently surveyed its own engineers about Claude, their most advanced model. 5 out of 18 of them said that with a few improvements, this version of Claude could already replace a mid-level software engineer, someone who can handle complex, multi-week projects without supervision. And separately, one of Anthropic's lead programmers for Claude Code quietly mentioned that close to 100% of his team's code is now written by the tool itself. Claude Code, writing Claude. Let that sentence breathe for a moment. We are not talking about AI helping engineers anymore. We are talking about AI doing engineering on itself. And yet, and this is where it gets genuinely complicated, nobody can tell you how far away the real thing actually is. Google's Sundar Pichai went on a podcast recently and basically admitted the industry is not there yet. A Georgetown research group assembled top experts to study RSI and found they could not agree on a timeline. Some said imminent explosion, others said gradual plateau. The one thing they all agreed on, once recursion actually kicks in, predicting what happens next becomes nearly impossible. Researcher Ajaya Katra mapped out 3 stages on the path to full RSI. First, adequacy. AI can do research on its own, even without humans, just not as well. Then, parity. AI matches human research quality completely. Then, supremacy. AI outperforms any human-AI collaboration. Her conclusion? We might already be past the first stage without realizing it. And once parity arrives, she thinks supremacy follows within a year. 1 year. From as good as humans to better than all of us combined. 1 year. Here is what that actually means for you. Not in abstract terms, but in real ones. The jobs most at risk are not the ones people usually talk about. It is not truck drivers or factory workers first. It is the engineers, the researchers, the knowledge workers who genuinely believed they were safe because what they do requires intelligence. RSI, if it arrives, does not automate tasks. It automates the people who automate tasks. The latter does not end where most people think it ends. And here is the uncomfortable truth that ties all of this together. Every major AI lab is simultaneously saying we are not there yet and racing as fast as humanly possible to get there. They are funding it, staffing it, and building toward it, while carefully managing how much of that they say out loud. That gap between what they are doing and what they are saying, that is worth paying attention to. If this conversation left you with more questions than answers, good. That means you are actually paying attention to the right thing. This is AI Pulse. We follow the stories that the industry would prefer stayed quiet. Subscribe, because the next one is about something these same labs are already testing internally that makes RSI look like a warm-up act.